This video will be about how to install your Feller product. In the box, you will have 2 tree armatures, a 5-volt power supply. In here you'll have your Feller figure, and then this will be your mechanism. And then you'll have your SD card holder here. SD card should be already installed in the Animator. Pull the Animator box out. You will also have 2 switches to activate the Animator. So to remove the speaker and the Animator from the box, you just pull these blue tape away. You got the Animator unit and the speaker itself. Okay, the speaker, you'll probably want to extend the wires to where you need them to go. But for this demo, we'll just show you how to attach the speaker wires to the Animator itself. The first thing we'll do is we'll just introduce you to the different ports on here. Here you have ports for the switches, and then here is for the servo motors. Up here is where the power supply will plug in, and this is where the speaker will screw in. So first we'll just attach the speaker. Phillips head screw driver. Tighten it down until you can't tug it away. Put the other speaker wire in. So we have the speaker wires connected. Then we'll get the power supply out, and this plugs in like that. Once it's powered up, you can get your mechanism out of its package. We have 2 things here. We have the Feller mechanism, which is this little rotational platform. It is this motor here. And the motors plug into the motor sockets with the brown wire at the bottom of the Animator. So we'll plug him in here. And then the actual tree mechanism will be the other wire, or the other connector. I'll plug in there. You can see that if we try to move this a little bit, you'll notice that it can't be moved. We have 2 switches. We have a left switch, which in this case is black one. Your kit might come with just these wires and then 2 switches that you can screw the wires to. But in this case, we have this black one we'll use for the left switch. And then the right one we'll plug in here. And then if you press the left switch, it should activate it. You can hear the speaker making noise. You can turn that up by turning the volume up. Like that. Once it's finished, it'll go back to its location. So at this point, we can play around with the trees. I'm just going to take one of these trees and take off the base that we don't need. And you can bend these trees as you need. They're just armatures from Woodland Scenics. You can bend them as you desire. And then that goes into this hole. Now in this case, it's a little tight. So what I recommend is you either trim these down, or you take a pin vise and drill out the hole. So I'm going to go ahead, instead of using this tree, I'm going to use a tree that I already have. You can also substitute, if you have these kind of trees, they should fit right in that hole. You probably won't want to glue it in. But then what we want to do is we want to take the Feller figure, and when it's actually activated, we want to pull out the power plug so the feller is in the right location. And you're going to mount your feller figure to hit the tree. So what you want to do is you want to activate the mechanism so that he's actually felling the tree. And then unplug the power, and now the feller platform will be in the right position. You can move the tree back up, and you can glue your feller into the location that you want. Then you can change sounds by pressing the right button.
You have entered option mode. There are 2 buttons on the top of the device. The first button will advance through a menu of options. The second button will select the option. Lumberjack chopping a tree with birds and dogs in the background. Lumberjack chopping a tree down with birds and dogs in the background, short version.
So we want the short version, so we're just going to hit the right mouse button.
You have successfully selected your option.
And then when you do it, it's going to be the shorter version. So have fun animating.